Natasha here again, and we're going to continue along with our Don't Starve, Learn to Play. And we're starting right back where we were before. And hopefully we'll be able to get to day 10-ish is what we're aiming for today, but we'll probably only get to about 8 or 9. But we'll give it a shot if it ever loads. While we're waiting, I will draw hearts with my mouse. There it is. Okay. And we're continuing right off where we were. There's a little shadow on the ground. And even while it's dark, we can continue gathering our things. Now, seeds, I don't remember if I mentioned. When we get to the part where we go ahead and make all our science prep, which we're going to try and do in this video, you have the option to make a little farm. And the seeds will be used for the farm. And you don't have to have fertilizer for the farm, though it does help you move it along quicker. All it does is it takes time, and it will eventually grow a random fruit or vegetable. Corn, stuff like that. And when you cook corn, it becomes popcorn. And I'm hoping that I'll also get to show you, depending on how well I do, the other cooking vehicles. I like a slow cooker. And there, you can see right there is a shadow of one of the mobs that want to kill me because my sanity is low. The slow cooker, what you do is you have 4 slots like your inventory, and you put in food, and you can even make things like fish sticks by adding fish legs or frog leg, or fish, no legs, and you add like 3 fish, and then you put in a stick, and it makes fish sticks. It's pretty neat. Oh no, it's raining again. Let's go ahead and fill up my food. You can see my sanity is just shriveling up to nothing, which makes my screen wonky as all heck. There's other evil things right there. So we're going to pick some flowers, and we're going to turn it into garland, and that'll automatically go onto my head. Now we could also speed this process along by continuing to pick flowers, which I think we'll do a little bit because my sanity is awful low. And since it's been a couple days since I played, I'm going to refresh my memory onto where we are. And it looked like there was probably more area this way, so that is where I'm going to take off to. Which is good, because there's also a road that leads that way, and we're going to pick up food and whatnot along the way. More carrots, more berries. And if we find something in that direction, or maybe even if we don't, I'll go ahead and set up a camp, because I want to show you how, or not how, I don't know the best way to set up a camp, but I'll show you how I set up a camp. We're just running right along. Let me see how far we have to go before we actually get into the distance. Picking berries, picking grass. No picking my nose. Not while you're watching, anyways. Another flower. And my path diverges, so I get to make a choice of where the heck I want to go. I'm hoping one of these paths lead to more area. This is what grassland looks like. There's a cute little mole. Let's look around the grassland and maybe... Oh, it's not a very big grassland. Oh, there's more grassland up here. And for some reason, there's lots of collapsed rabbit holes. Oh, it's spiders. Close enough to make sure that I get that hoarded. Oh, angry bees. Those are angry mean bees. Though, normally they live in an ugly looking hive that looks, frankly, it looks evil. And you'll be able to tell the difference. I was hoping that it was going to be in an angry, bad hive. Apparently not. The angry, bad hives, if you ever encounter them, you want to run away fast, because unlike this hive over here that we just walked past, it will automatically spawn bees and they will attack you. And there are the spiders coming out for the evening. Go away, spiders, you can bite me. Well, don't really bite me because that would hurt. There's more moles. Aw, come on, I wish there would be below. I'm not seeing any beefalo, which is sad. I'm gonna check my map real quick to see how it's going. As you can see, my sanity is going down again, so the flowers do not work well. There is a lot of grassland. This is actually pretty promising for finding something, anything. Beefalo, hopefully. The more grassland, the more chance of beefalo. Oh no, the grassland, it's ended. Let's try off to the side, and so many collapsed rabbit holes. If these weren't collapsed, I would make that a trap, and I would put the trap right over their holes, and when they came out, they would be captured. But unfortunately, these are collapsed rabbit holes, and they are useless to me. More grassland down here, though. Around. Oh, boo. The end of the world. Well, not the end of the world, but... And I'm starting to get wet. I haven't really figured out if wetness does very much. I'm pretty sure it does lower your sanity to a point, and it makes things bad in general. But I don't know the specifics of it, unfortunately, which I should look up at some point. More spiders. Angry spiders do not like me. And grassland. I'm just kind of mapping out the actual location of this grassland because, from my experience, Beefalo tend to hang on the outskirts of it until I bump into them, and then they immediately follow me directly into my camp and try to murder me during mating season. Not fun. But still useful to me. Yeah, he's getting very upset that it is so rainy. And as you can see, my things are getting wet as well. Again, not sure if... Oh my gosh! Beefalo! Beefalo somewhere! Or I think they are. There should be. I hear Beefalo! Beefalo! Cutest... Oh, oh! They're in heat though. Oh, oh! I don't know if you saw the red bottom. There's the red bottoms. They are in heat right now, and they do not like me here. And those are bad flowers up there. I'll go into those in a little bit more. I have to get away from the beefalo so I can put down a fire, though. There we go. And I'm going to plant these right over here while I'm here. Grass, because I need to throw grass on the fire. So I'm going to make that fire very big. Eat my food. Oh, my sanity is going down so much because of that. This is not a good situation at the moment. Hopefully we live to day 10. Not promising anything at this point. Cook everything in my inventory so that it's not taking up as much space. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter if the seeds are taking up space, they're going to be taking up space cooking them. I think I can use these as fuel. Oh, my sanity is dropping like a rock. Come on, daylight. I'm going to have to go on the hunt of flowers. Or mushrooms. I believe the blue mushrooms, if I find those, I can cook those and eat them. I think I already told you guys that, but still something to keep in mind. And my fire is starting to die, but it's no longer raining on the plus side. Also, if you noticed, Wilson has grown a beard, and I don't remember what it's under, but you can actually, oh, it might be under tools. Yep, there it is. You can use a razor to shave off your beard, and then there's Wilson here all over. Also neat is you can use the razor to shave the Beefalo. And, oh good, my sanity is starting to go up. I'm going to have to find flowers though. Oh, not those flowers are bad. These are evil flowers, and being near them drops your sanity as well, which is why my sanity stopped going up for a moment. So we're going to avoid those, and that little ring up there in the circle, apparently there's 4 special things, I believe it is. I've never actually done it, but you can gather them together, and you go in a certain location or something like that, and eventually you can open up a portal of some sort, and you go into this other land, and it's kind of neat. It's basically Don't Starve within Don't Starve, so you attempt to live in this portal, and you have to go through so many different biomes or whatever. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. And if you can survive and go through all those, I believe you get, I think his name is Maxwell. He's the guy that greets you when you first wake up in Don't Starve. So as you can see, now that we found this, I'm going to figure out where the closest area is. We're going down. We're going to go and harvest some trees so that we have wood. And then we are going to start setting up our little base. And I'll probably set it up in the same location that we were just using earlier. Look for grown trees. It's better to get the grown trees, the trees that are big like this, instead of the little ones, because I'm still holding my axe, but it broke, so I have to make a new one. It's better to chop down the big trees like this, because the little ones will not give you as much wood, and it's not a good idea to chop down trees unless you can actually use them. The cheery music over the creepy sounds. Always hilarious. You're gonna die soon. That is how I think of it. But yeah, once their little mating season thing ends, they'll have ugly little babies. Very ugly babies that'll eventually grow into adult Beefalo. And if you accidentally attack any of those Beefalo, they will hunt you down and eat your face off. You'll have to run away until they stop chasing you. Or you could fight them, but the whole group nearby comes whenever you hit them, so not the best of ideas. Now there is something I could do, though I don't think I have the ability right now. No. Is make a straw roll, which allows me to sleep through the night, and I wake up super hungry, but my sanity is restored pretty much max. And that's a good way to replenish my sanity rather than picking all of these flowers or trying to pick flowers, which is obviously not working out for me because I'm not finding any flowers at all. I'm going to try and figure out where my home base was, and if I can set up a science center, I can sleep through the night because that'll allow me to refine my cut grass into rope. And there's a wet, suspicious dirt pile. I'm trying to figure out where the Beefalo are and where I want to be. I don't want to be directly on top of the Beefalo, but I want to be nearby them. There's my circle of evil plants. So I'm actually going to make my home right up here at the edge. disturbingly low, so I'm going to build my fire pit. Awesome. And then I am going to open Dune Phase Mickey and take that. Now I have science. And there is my science machine. And that cost me 1 gold, 4 logs, and 4 rocks. And then I'm going down here to refine, making a rope, and going under survival, and making a straw mat. This is going to let me sleep, because I definitely need it. I will deal with the consequences of being hungry instead of that, so. And my roasted berries are starting to go stale, as you can see. So Wilson is unhappy with that. And my straw roll is used up as well. It doesn't last forever, but I think you can make like a tent that does last much longer. And now, also, what I'm going to do is learn to make a shovel. And a shovel is going to be super useful for me, because I am going to go back and hunt down a lot of those berries, and I am going to pick them. Let's see what else I can do here. I don't want to do that right yet, but I could make cut stone and wood, things like that. Since I have my little dude here, I don't have to worry too much about certain things, so I'm not going to bother explaining those right this second. Let's see here. I am going to put some of my crap away in him, though. And I might... No, I was going to leave him here, but on second thought, I kind of need him. And I'm going to plant these. So that I can, as you might have noticed, the grasslands do not provide trees on their own normally. So I am going to plant these so that if I need to in the future, I can harvest them for my wood. And I generally like to plant them in kind of a shape-ish. We're going to do some more grass, because that's where we are, but I got 40 of it now in there, and that's how much the grass stacks to, so I'm not going to pick any more right now. I am going to glance at my map, and looks like there's quite a few berries that way, so that's where we are going. That's my traveling music, in case you couldn't tell. I need more rocks, so I'm going to actually mine some of these. Since my sanity is not very high at the moment, but it's higher than it was. Since my sanity is not critical at the moment, I'm going to continue upwards and onwards even while it's raining. Because I need food. And that is where the don't starve part is going to become hard eventually. The food. The berries that I'm going to pick. Ooh. Yeah, that's also not good. At a certain point you might find it more beneficial to actually create a lightning rod, which will prevent you from being struck by lightning. And it will also prevent the trees that are near you from being struck by lightning, because trees will catch on fire, and a whole forest will be decimated within seconds if you are in the area and it's struck by struck by lightning. The wood will just go up in flames. Oh, I could make an umbrella, but I think I needed to do that or learn it at my science area, so I'm not worried about that right now, I guess. I could go hide under a tree a little bit and hope. I will see how well my tree works. Oh, I'm still taking out a lot of water. Ooh, I don't want to be under the tree now. Oh, dear me. And that little mole just ate the flint. Okay, so our goal now is just to dig up berries as fast as we can and then make a fire because we are going to need it. I am terrible at this sometimes. Oh yes, we are definitely going to need a fire, so we're going to come here, dig this up, and we're going to plant our fire right here so that we are warm and not dying terribly. This is actually pretty alarming. Oh, my axe gets slippery apparently when it's wet. That's super awesome. I've never run into that, and now I know what happens. Plant that nearby so that it's out of my way. Even Chester is wet. I wonder if the stuff inside him is wet. Oh no, it's not. Oh, interesting. I'm going to use that one piece of poop to help fuel that. And can I hide in Chester for right now? I'm gonna put some of this crap in him so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, I must have gotten more leafy things than I expected. Actually, I'll use those for fuel. Just put them right there. And gotta eat my stuff. Now I'm worried that if I add too much of this, which doesn't seem to matter, because apparently wet fuel doesn't work very well. If I add too much of this, I will be in danger of lighting this on fire, but maybe not because it's wet. So, I don't know. We're going to find out. Also, as you can see, my garland also has a green background, which means that it will eventually expire, go away. And my sanity is dropping quite low again. Oh, good, the water is gone. And we're gonna cook all of our food so that we can stuff our faces. Make sure my health, or not my health, my food bar stays up nice and high since my sanity will not stop. And I like to be neat, so I store all my stuff over there. And I have a shovel, which means, excuse me, I can dig up that little stump. I have to say, even though it's dangerous, that little fat, fluffy thing looking shadow is cute. Another thing that'll happen sometimes is you'll hear a jack-in-the-box type of noise. They do. And hands will come out of the darkness towards your fire. And you have to go towards them like this. Pretend that thing is a hand. And scare them away. Because if they get to your fire, they will steal your fire and you will be a little bit screwed. Not gonna lie to you. Not a good thing. Don't let them steal your fire, ever. I'm not sure if they take your whole fire, or if I recall, they might just take your, I could have sworn that I said this is spring, but it almost seems like it's trying to fade into winter, doesn't it? But, I don't remember if they steal your whole fire or they take it down one of the fire levels. Still, not good either way. Some of this crap up. My big issue is wood. I'm always worried to chop down trees. So I never seem to have enough wood, which is frankly annoying. It makes it difficult for me to build stuff. I have been attacked one too many times by big tree monsters and didn't come out on top in it, so. And now, you'll notice that some of these rocks, even the ones with the gold, they tend to be a slightly different color. This one is obviously darker than this one. And I think that means that this one gives me more of some sort of resources. But I don't know for sure. I could be making that up completely in my head. Who knows? I mean, my sanity is dropping, so it's quite possible that I'm completely delusional. Let me see here. Have we explored this little area? A little bit. And I'm looking for more berry bushes. Oh, that's right. There's pig houses that way. So we're gonna go that way and steal all of their berry bushes. Here are more bees. Are they evil bees? Oh, they are evil bees. We don't want to be near the evil bees. Though he doesn't seem to attack, so I don't know what's up with the evil bees, actually. When they don't have an evil home. Alright. So we have room. I'm going to eat the toasted seeds. And I guess I don't want to eat all my berries yet. Digging up bushes. No, pigs. Careful of the piggies. They will eat your berries if you leave them on the ground, and then they will poop. But we don't need poop because we have the other dudes. I'm going to put some of this crap away in Chester. He is my buddy. And I'm going to dig up more of this crap and avoid the spiders that I hear down below. It does seem to be extending the nighttime, so I think we are actually going into winter, which is not good, because we might not survive winter. Around this time also, at some point in time you are going to hear noises, and your character is actually going to start saying things. I believe he will say, "Do you hear that?" or something like that. Some of them are very aware of what's going on, and they will ask, or they will comment about puppies or dogs or something like that. And that is your cue that you are soon to be attacked by wolves. Wolves are not good. Wolves are very bad because they will hurt you. Which is why I'm going to try to get to my science machine and create a stabby thing, spear. That's the word I wanted. And hope that when the wolves do show up, I am able to fight them. Because if I'm not able to fight them, that would be bad. What is that thing? Oh! Ooh! Here is something interesting. These are angry eyeballs. And if something gets near them, those angry eyeballs will eat them like that. Including those birds that you see right there. They will gobble them up, and then it goes into the middle there. And if you manage to kill your way through those eyeballs, you can kill the guy in the middle, and you can get the seed and turn it basically into... I didn't want to do that. Into an operation for you where you can farm things. I could possibly get that and plant it near spiders. And anytime a spider comes near those eyes will basically kill the spiders and collect what they drop. So any webs or the monster meat that spiders drop, or the... I can't remember what it's called, but I have one in Chester. The spider glands, which are used to make healing things, can be gathered from them. All you have to do is re-kill the eyeballs and the little guy, and when you kill the little guy, it will drop what it has eaten, and you can gather it up. And it's pretty neat, actually. And I normally really like them, however, I don't really have the ability to kill it right now, or take care of it as well as I should, so that took me quite a while to get that built up. I'm going to look and see what it is that I might want. Especially believe it's getting winter. I don't have any rabbits, so I haven't seen any actual rabbit thingies, which isn't good for me. Let's see what fight things. Okay, I need a rope. I can make a rope, I'm pretty sure. I just need Chester to help me out here. Make a rope. And then I can make a spear, which is good. That's a good weapon. And I'm going to go ahead and plant some of these things. I like to plant them in a row like that. There is the fire stealing hands that I was talking about. This is what they look like. You run at them and they go away a little bit. They do come back unless you get them all the way out there, which is hard unless you have a very roaring fire. I do not like that guy. He always moves me. Go away. Let me open Chester. Get some of my things out of him. So that I have the ability to plant them. And once it's daylight, we'll go look for the Beefalo and see if they are out of heat. If they are out of heat, we will take their poop and fertilize this so that they will begin growing. Now, the sucky thing about doing this is that these plants will not continue to grow forever after being fertilized, and they won't grow as plentiful. So there is something to be said for leaving them where they are, but I like to have them nearby because when it gets winter, I can't move as far away around. So, because you need to stay warm, so you're basically stuck at the fire. So having this available to me makes it much easier to keep food, though they won't continue to grow during the winter, but if I let them grow now, when winter comes, dead body. When winter comes, they will be available to me to pick, and that is what I will do. Now, let's see if I can find my Beefalo. Okay, there's some. Jeez, as you can see, I just jumped because I'm a weirdo. Angry Beefalo. They are soon to go out of heat because, as you can see, they have their ugly babies. But right now they're still in heat, so I'm going to carefully skirt around them and try to get some of this poop. And hopefully be able to fertilize at least some of my plants. Still picking flowers because, as you can see, my sanity is still dropping like a rock. I don't know if that's actually protecting me very well. But, yeah, my sanity is still dropping a lot, and frankly, this is the worst game I've ever played. Not the game itself, but this singular session. I've never had such bad luck before. I think it knows that I'm recording and I am cursed. Hello, Beefalo, I want your poop. Way too close. Thought I was too close for a moment and that they were going to eat me. That one might attack me. I need to go this way. I also run the risk of them attacking Chester and then coming after me because of Chester. No, Beefalo, you stay over there. I don't want you. You're fine. You're fine, Beefalo. It always works best if you talk gently to them. They can definitely hear you. So we got 7 poop. Not bad. Won't be enough to fertilize all of these, but definitely fertilize some of them. That ain't too bad. So I might try and refine some more of this. I got a decent little stock of food, so I'm thinking I need to make... Ooh, that is the umbrella, which I'm pretty sure can also be struck by lightning, so I'm not going to leave that on for very long. I'm instead going to use my straw mat and hope that my sanity goes up a lot more. It is looking a lot more like winter. I'm not happy with this. I thought I picked spring, though I suppose it could still be chilly because of winter. Oh, and my food's full. This shows how much I pay attention, right? I'm actually going to use... Oh, I don't have a shovel anymore. I guess my shovel broke. I'm going to make a new shovel. Or no, I'm not, because I don't have... I am so coordinated. Actually, today is day 10. We made it. I'm pretty impressed with myself. We are going to make a shovel. And I'm going to dig this up. Because I just don't want it there. Because what I am going to do is plant these over here. Another thing these are useful for is even if you don't want the berries, having this many plants right next to each other will make it easier for you to basically farm turkeys. And granted, you'll have to be quick on the draw, but if you put some berries on the outside of this grouping, I'm not sure it's going to let me put that there because of the seeds. If you put some berries on the outside of this grouping and then pick all the berries, of course I'm a dork, and then pick all the berries, they, I think, will be more likely to go after your berries on the ground than they will on the bush, but don't quote me on that because I don't know for sure. But since it is day 12, or day 10, I am going to head and calling this a successful recording. We built our science machine, we got our little pit, and we've started making our nice little setup so that we have food for the winter if the winter is actually coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and save it here, and I will say thank you all, and I hope I see you again soon.